Thank you, Kubo. Kubo! Thank you. I mean, one of my biggest complaints I've had as a reviewer of the Bleach manga for years, right here, was tossed out the window. At least right here, just for this fight. I can't talk about the future ones, I can talk about this fight. Where Askin asked Urahara about the abilities of his Bankai, and he kind of just gave him that snarky like, oh, don't you think, you know, you should ask that on a second date and shit like that? Like, thank you, not explaining your fucking abilities to the villain that is gonna try and trump you with that shit. Thank you. But then again, it's Urahara. He's one of the best characters in Bleach, so you gotta expect the epicness and the greatness of Kisuke Urahara, baby, and that Bankai, baby. Let's go. So finding out Urahara's Bankai ability in this particular chapter, I mean, a lot of people are comparing it to different things. Some people saying it reminds them of Mayuri's one. Some people are saying Neferpito from Hunter x Hunter kind of reminds them of that. I think that that's kind of similar in my opinion. I mean, just seeing the stitches on Kisuke's face is like, yo, his character design got that much more sicker with like the little stitches and shit, and how he got his eyes is not a BS thing. Like, honestly, I think Kubo had this for the most part planned out for a while with Kisuke's Bankai. It's no, oh yeah, absolutely counters exactly what Askin's shit, like, you know, what happened with Yoruichi with the 48 per second bullshit or whatever. Like, this was, I think, done a while back, and again, it kind of explains why he was like, yeah, this isn't fit for training, bro. Yeah, I don't think that was fit for training. They would have fucking ripped someone's arm open and all that shit, like, yo. And honestly, one of the best things about this chapter as well, not only is it an awesome fight, it has a lot of strategy and it has Urahara, but it's Urahara's comedy, his sarcastic comedy that he's constantly throwing. He's like, oh my gosh, whatever shall I do? Like, I'm barely crawling right now. How could you have more to this? Like, and then he like just Shreks the motherfucker. He just straight up Shreks him like, yo, my only scare right now, I'm only afraid of one thing, and that's that next chapter we're gonna get another BS Askin pull, where like Askin's gonna say, aha, you see, I don't need a heart because I love pickles in my ass. Like some stupid shit that none of us fucking want to see. Like, I don't want to see that, and it better not happen because that's gonna ruin everything. I mean, you have two of the best Bleach characters fucking Shreking the fuck out of this motherfucker in this chapter. You have Grimmjow and Urahara. You do not ruin that, and I really hope he doesn't, because I absolutely fucking love this chapter and this fight. Urahara's Bankai, everything about this chapter was fucking insane. I just don't want it to be ruined with the next chapter and feel like, oh my gosh, what did you do? That's my only scare. It's not a complaint about this chapter or anything like that. It's just what I'm afraid of. And I mean, just the strategy itself, like reconstructing Grimmjow's arm to pierce through him. I think that was his second resurrection, if I'm correct, that he was using while he pierced him or whatever. So good shit there. Honestly, it was mainly a fighting chapter. Not too much to say other than that it was a great fucking chapter. Everything about it just seemed strategy. It felt like it took what we've been like complaining about in Bleach for a while and threw it out the window. It threw out the, let me explain every detail of my Bankai out the fucking window. It threw like just random bullshit, and it actually made it awesome. I mean, piercing through the fucking toxic shit with Grimmjow's arm and everything, it was like, it was amazing. Honestly, I just don't want it to be ruined, but I don't need to go any further. It was a great fucking chapter. 9.5 out of 10. It was great shit. Urahara's Bankai definitely living up to what I wanted it to be. I mean, I didn't know anything of what it could be. I had no guesses, but from what I've seen, it was freaking awesome, and it was just an incredible thing. It's kind of scaring me though as well, because normally when a fight is over, you will see the villain completely dead. And I mean, Grimmjow pierced through the chest, and I think he even popped his heart with his hand, but this is Bleach, and usually they're not completely done unless you explicitly show them. But then again, who the hell knows? I'm just hoping that, yeah, let the fight be over. It was a quick bam bam thing, but it was awesome. It kept Urahara's character intact, and you brought in Grimmjow, man. Like, Grimmjow was something that I was so disappointed about, but to have him in a double team against him is like, what more could you ask for, man? This is Bleach at its prime right now. Like, good shit. Let me know what you guys think. First of all, what would you compare Kisuke's Bankai to if you've seen something similar to it from a different series or one of the Bankais we've seen prior to it? The reconstruction, he got his fucking eyes back, cool shit, and it wasn't just like, yes, let me just pull shit out of my ass. Like, it's part of his ability. And do you think that this fight is done, or do you think that Askin's gonna somehow survive from this shit, and then maybe Kisuke's gonna leave and Grimmjow versus Askin's gonna start? Like, I don't want that to happen. Although it would be nice to see maybe Grimmjow have to go into a third resurrection, which would be insane. And your overall thoughts of the chapter? Honestly, it was just a great fucking fight. Great shit. I can't wait to see more. I hope the fights from the future of this chapter on are just as hype. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed anything about this video, make sure to drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.